So bring it on, fresh, fervent, fevered, how it always was and how it always will be. Feel it, this is where it starts. Whatever your ambitions, a good beginning is the perfect way to get things underway. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. The crowd rises for the national anthem of Germany. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say is expect the unexpected.
Il numero 80, Ronaldinho.
So that's got things underway. Couldn't squeeze it through. That's destined for the flank. Turns back here, probably the best option. Pavlovic.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And it's claimed by the keeper. And he cuts out the supply. There will be a throw-in. Great ball, and he's in here. And he's in on... And Sané! Goal! Germany! The first significant strike. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. But that has not gone well. Nemecha. Oh, that's delightful. Now it's Kimmich. And it's Musiala. Davids did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Played into space. Can he get onto this? Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
Kimmich. Here's Sané. Zanetti. Ribéry going after that. Musiala. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Havertz! Oh, glorious! That is a special one! About as smooth as it gets. And they're threatening to fly away here. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Germany are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Showing great feet there. He shifted it to the flank. Can he get it through? It's not an especially good pass, that.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Schlotterbeck. And no, that was never going to make it. Sergio Ramos. Musiala. And he's forced to go back. Nemecha. And it's Sané. Can he get on the end of this? Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
And this is Ronaldinho. Now who's going to be first to this? Musiala. And Sané opts for safety. Sané looking understandably energised after his goal. So what can they make of this? Nemecha, Musiala, and it's Wirtz. 30 minutes gone. It's Kimmich. Havertz is on to chance! No, just not quite.
Havertz just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Yet another interesting duel.
And the finish! It's a goal! Back within one! They have them in their sights again! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
And it's Sané. Bobs him off it and wins back the ball. He's looking wide. Ribéry. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Shevchenko. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Musiala. And Sané! Sensational from Sané! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now.
Ha segnato al
They forced the
49esimo
error
minuto.
and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Germany go up by 2 and are looking good.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Sergio Ramos played out to the left flank.
Il
Nemecha,
quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
and it's Wirtz. Pavlovic. And it's Musiala. And Nemecha. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
Signore e signori, preparate i biglietti. È ora di annunciare i vincitori dell'estrazione di oggi.
That gets us going once more.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Knocks it into space. And this is Shevchenko. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Messi. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Now it's Sané. Spread it left. Great vision. He's in plenty of space here. Courtois claims it without any fuss.
Germany clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
And that is out of play. And it's Ronaldinho. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Ribéry going face-to-face with his great rival. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Messi. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And the counter is on. Musiala. Now it's Havertz. Pavlovic. Well timed, excellent interception. And it's Messi. Now it's Ribéry. Oh, facing up. Ribéry!
What an absolute shame. The composure and imagination to set himself free. He should be locked up after that.
Cambio di giocatori.
Germany can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Undav coming on here, A change that was broadly anticipated.
Yeah, they've gone for more energy up front. This is a clear message, Peter.
Davids. Messi. And it's Davids. Shevchenko.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Pass just lacking in accuracy. And here's the chance to counter. Pavlovic. Undav. Nemecha. For Musiala. Pavlovic. And he was quick to react. Could move up a gear here. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. He has a look up. Now there's a... And Ribéry! Now that is commitment to the cause.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Germany making further changes here, and in quick succession.
Well, I think he'll undoubted...
And a header! Nearly, but not quite.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
And it's Wirtz. Goretzka. And Nemecha. And it's Kimmich. And he's picked it up out wide. Knocks it out wide. Nicely weighted ball. Undav! And that would have been game, set and match.
Undav is fully aware of how important that could have been. Probably game, set and match.
Attenzione, un cambio.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Davids. Ribéry. Played into space. Out of play for a goal kick. Nemecha. Goretzka. Now it's Undav. Kimmich. Gross. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. This is a promising build-up. Kimmich. The final 5 minutes.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And he's being shifted off it.
Ronaldinho really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Pavlovic. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Spread out to the left. Goretzka. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Opts to play it back. Sergio Ramos getting this one clear.
This is the time you need that pace.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. It's a promising position. Kimmich simply... Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Milan were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply not how you go about winning. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
One-sided and only one winner, Peter. The players didn't show enough togetherness and it was weak throughout.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And now we observe the national anthems. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, David Alaba, one of the most versatile players out there. He's just got so much positional awareness and intelligence. He can basically do a job anywhere on this pitch. He's got fabulous technique too, especially with his delivery in and around the area. He'll be eyeing up any set plays the opposition concede in that defensive third.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. So that's got things underway. Austria disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Nicely weighted ball. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Linhart. It's Sabitzer. Schlager. And he's forced to go back. And it's Alaba. Alaba tidy with his distribution. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Nice bit of skill, and he's away. He's picked his way through. Pings in across. That has been knocked away. Vieira. Played into space.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Both sides exercising caution for now. Lima. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Rijkaard.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
And it's Neymar. And here's Vieira. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Schmidt. Austria have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim.
It's well rehearsed, Peter. It's testament to their excellent work ethic, really. The way they always go chasing the ball in numbers, and they can keep it up late into a game too.
Always played it in low.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Here comes another cross. He leaps for it!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, should really have made more of that.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Impressive jump! No, not the best of headers. Sabitzer. Rooney. And Martinez! He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Now it's Kalajic. Distributed tidily. Nakamura, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Schmidt. Now it's Kalajic. Now it's Sabitzer. Looking here to chip it through. Well read, and the danger is averted. Nakamura.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Pass somewhat off target. Kalajic. Oh, that's a great run he's made from deep. Oh, he's trying to skip past his man. Oh, that looks a big chance! Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Neymar. Now it's Martinez. Neymar in acres of space out wide. Good climb! And he's there to belt it away. And here's Rooney. Martinez. Oh, great leap! And he should have made them pay.
Well, you have to say how clever the pass was. It caught the defence off guard because of the disguise on it, and it makes it all the more disappointing that he didn't top it off with a finish.
Schlager. Pinged towards the front line. And it's Lima. This is Kalajic. Passing is crisp and sharp. Sabitzer! And that was very necessary. And that marks a high-octane end to the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Some first-half thoughts?
I have to say, I think it's a good performance, but it's clear that they need a little more energy and more precision up top. They proved they can create chances. Now they need to start putting them away. That's the next step.
So we reached the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0.
Everyone, please welcome our players.
So let's get the ball rolling. So neither side has yet broken through. Schlager, Schmidt, opts for safety. Posh. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nakamura. Swung over, Neymar chasing after it. Rooney.
Martinez clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
No, that was never going to make it. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Lima. Now it's Neymar. Looking for the run. The referee's awarded a free kick.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Nakamura, looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Yeah, he's been a real pest on that flank, Peter, but I think life is about to get tougher.
And that's gone loose.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Nakamura. Tries to pass it through. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Austria choosing to make the first change.
Yeah, it was pretty clear the manager's not been getting what he wants out of his players, so a substitution was going to come. I think it could have been sooner.
Him is number 7.
Nice bit of trickery. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He's a sharp little ball here. Swings it across. Oh, important interception. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. That has ended up in no man's land. No, he's not getting past him there. Neymar has got himself a free kick. Neymar unable to make it. Oh, he's been caught napping! Lima. Oh, good-looking ball for Schmidt. Lima. Foot in. And this is Van Nistelrooy. And here's Neymar. And he's managed to get free. Lienhart gets a foot in here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And Arnautovic gets into a good position.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Rijkaard. That's a good ball out wide.
Milan really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Well, it's come to nothing. James. Played over towards the opposite flank. Oh, nicely intercepted. Lienhart. And it's Lima. Looking to play him in. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Ambitious ball here. Can he get onto this? Good ball, good take. Arnautovic. The final 5 minutes. Now it's Martinez. Great ball if he can get there. He's got away. Right. And the shot! Now that is commitment to the cause.
Substitution for Austria, number 20.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Sabitzer coming on the field.
Terrific effort!
19.
That's a fair try, but just off target.
Van Nistelrooy certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on. They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Now he's off and running. Schlager, great vision. And he's being shifted off it.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Schlager. And that is as far as it goes. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. Your reflections then, Jim?
Milan can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
Just a quick announcement, and an exciting one too. We're about to announce today's lottery numbers. Please watch the screen if you have a ticket.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And here is the national anthem of Chile.
Andrei Shevchenko, Peter, is a player who can hurt you in so many different ways.
Striking all-rounder.
Yeah, he's got the pace to get in behind, he's got the power, he's got the aerial ability, the versatility, the work rate, he's got it all.
One of the greatest strikers of all time, surely.
Very true.
Well, we're on the way. Ribery is in a really good position out wide. He leaps for it! He will be livid with himself.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Vieira plays it through. Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Ball comes in. And that has been cleared.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
James calmly anticipates. And it's Shevchenko. Ribery. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's shifting through the gears here. Tries to get it clear. And he's there to clear it. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
And he's forced to go back. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. He's found a way past. Delivers the ball. Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you could see his annoyance.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing.
Shevchenko does well to get it back. He shifted it to the flank. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. And that has been cleared. Ball's gone out of play. Maripan does really well to win the ball there. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Cucurella chooses to go cross-field.
Good switch, that.
Pass somewhat off target. Almost half an hour in now. Pinches it off him. Shevchenko in the hunt and looking threatening. Davids turns back here, probably the best option. Neymar threads one in. Oh, that's a key interception. Maripan opts for safety. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Torres powering forward here. Neymar in acres of space out wide. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Cannavaro. And it's Ribery. No, he refuses to take the bait. And now the breakaway. Great defending, strong and determined. And here's Neymar. And this is Torres. He's having a shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Defending of the desperate variety. Chile are looking to go forward now. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think from the manager's viewpoint, Peter, he'll be demanding more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. So the action resumes.
Milan are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Vieira. Ronaldinho. And it's Cannavaro. Now James. Ribery. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Can he latch on to this? Can he finish? Spread it left. Oh, he's found support out wide. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. And here's Ronaldinho. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Milan can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Now it's Shevchenko, and he passes it long. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
He has a look up. Great chance! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
That should get the job done. Chile given another corner. And he gets rid in a hurry. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Ribery. And it's Ronaldinho. Davids. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Shot could be on. Ronaldinho is flagged offside. Chile choosing to make the first change.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury-related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Ribery. And he's forced to go back. Sends it crossfield. That's a lovely, neat pass. He's in a great position here. Now that's a lovely exchange. That's going wide left. Space for him to turn and look. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Well, they've got it again. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's lofted through here.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Aimed beyond the defence.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Referee has just said play on.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Neymar was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Chile really will have to throw everything at this now. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Has a look and plays it forward. And it's been played through. Ronaldinho. Very nicely done. Towering header! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Ribery.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Good ball. It's Ronaldinho! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Nicely weighted ball. Cucurella. And that will be it. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
A rather flat performance for me when we expected something a lot stronger. I think they thought the win would just come to them, and it didn't.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Signore e signori, vi ricordiamo che è possibile acquistare il programma dell'incontro odierno dagli stand vicino ai cancelli. Un bel ricordo della giornata.
you